Hello everyone, welcome back. In last lesson we have added the add book template, the HTML page like this. So in this lesson, let's continue to work on this add new book, component or functionality. So we have the HTML developed, and then what we need to do is to develop the corresponding services so that we can communicate with the backend, okay? And after that, we need to work on the backend side as well to develop those functionalities that you can retrieve the HTTP request which contains the new book information and then persist them into the database. So let's first do the the component part in front end. So we're gonna create a add book services, and we're gonna go to our services folder and create a new service called add book service. Oops, there's a typo here. Service. And after service is created, we need to bootstrap it in the app.module.ts file. So let's add the add book service from services add book dot service. Okay, let's try to put this here so that whenever we create a new component, it's added to the end of this import. Okay, and here we're gonna add the add book service. All right, and now we can come to our services folder and open the add book service. We're gonna work on this one. So first of all, we're gonna import some stuff. The headers and HTTP tools, as well as the book model from models book, and then we're gonna define a HTTP method instance. We're gonna have a send book method defined, and we're gonna copy from this logout and see where's the add book service. Okay, and paste it here. We're gonna change the endpoint as book add, and the headers would be application.json, because we're gonna pass the JSON for book, and we're gonna stringify that. Okay, and this is our add book service. Then let's come back to the new book component. And here we're gonna define a add book service services and we're gonna define our private book service. Instance. Also, we're gonna define a submit mapper. That is when you actually add a new book. So we're gonna call add book service send book, and a book would be this new book subscribe. And we have the result as well as error. So basically this new book information is binded in our template. So every time we have some field imported, we are using the two-way binding engine model to copy the value into this new book for example, title, author, and etc. Eventually, by the time we finish all the fields and click on submit or add book, those information will be residing in the new book, this variable, and then we're gonna send this new book to our backend. Okay. And if you take a look at our, there's some error here, failed to compile, duplicate unidentified book. Okay, looks like we added 2 times. It's okay, let's come back. If we take a look at this page, we can see that some of the content, doesn't have a default value. Well, it has, but it's just what if I want to make this one say as management for default, and this one as paperback, and this one as English as default. So we can do that by doing this in the initialization part. Okay, so after we have done that, whenever this component is initialized, as you can see, those values will be filled out. Okay, and when we actually successfully add a new book, we want to change the flag of book added to true, and then we can define this new book with new book constructor, so that it becomes another new book. Then after that, we can copy the information here. Okay. So that looks good, and that's pretty much for this lesson. In the next lesson, we'll start to work on the backend to develop those endpoints and logic to add a new book. Okay, so see you guys in the next video. Bye.